Do you find yourself craving something sweet every afternoon or after dinner? If you've ever said to yourself, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just have one cookie, and then you look up and you have had five, look, I can relate. So, first of all, I want you to know that you're not alone. And the truth is, sugar cravings after the age of 40 just aren't about willpower. They can involve things such as hormones, stress, all kinds of things like lack of sleep. If you're a woman over 40, you know what I'm talking about. Blood sugar swings can start to cause cravings to really get out of control. I'm Dr. Nicole Sean, board certified nurse practitioner, and I have over 25 years clinical experience. But today I am sharing some of the signs that you are eating too much sugar and what sugar does to your taste buds. I also want to share with you some of the benefits of cutting back and some practical strategies to help gain or regain control without you feeling deprived. So let's talk a little bit about why sugar cravings get stronger after the age of 40. What I tend to find is many women notice that sugar cravings become more intense during perimenopause and menopause. This has to do with declining estrogen. Declining estrogen can affect insulin sensitivity. It can cause things such as poor sleep, increases in hunger hormones, of course, your stress, which raises cortisol, and that can make your brain seek quick energy from sugar. So if you are struggling with cravings, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It means that your body is actually responding to the real biological changes that are going on inside of you. So, what are the signs that you may be eating too much sugar? Here are some of the common signs: energy crashes throughout the day, cravings after meals, brain fog, feeling hungry shortly after you've already eaten, bloating, mood swings, poor sleep, increased inflammation in general throughout your body, and of course, difficulty losing weight. And of course, the big one is belly fat. One of the biggest clues is feeling like you can't really stop at just one bite of something sweet. That's often a dopamine driven habit loop rather than true hunger. So, how much sugar are we really eating? Most women are surprised by this, but the American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar per day for women. The average American woman is consuming around 17 teaspoons daily. That is a lot. And much of that really isn't coming from things such as desserts. It's actually coming from the hidden sugars, like, the coffees, sauces, flavored yogurts, breads, cereals, packaged snacks. A lot of these packaged snacks which are being marketed to you as healthy, protein bars, a lot of hidden sugar is coming from that. So what does the sugar do to your taste buds? When you are regularly eating high levels of sweet foods, your taste buds actually start to become less sensitive. So what that means is that natural foods don't taste as sweet. Your brain starts to want more sugar in order to get that same level of satisfaction. But what the good news is that your taste buds can begin to reset in as little as 10 to 14 days. So a lot of women are surprised that within a couple weeks, fruit starts to taste sweeter, cravings become much easier to manage once you start working on reducing the amount of sugar that you're consuming. Benefits that women do start to notice when they cut back on sugar include things such as more stable energy, better sleep, less bloating, clearer thinking, improved mood, reduced cravings, of course, easier weight management, less inflammation in general, and of course, less belly fat. And that is a big one for a lot of women over 40. So what I really would like to say is you don't have to eliminate every gram of sugar to start feeling better. What matters most is consistency and knowledge. That's what matters the most, that you are aware of what sugar you're consuming and that you're beginning to choose better and make sure that you're not consuming hidden sugars. So let's talk a little bit about what to do when the cravings hit. Some practical strategies that I want to give you. The first one would be drink water first. And that might sound crazy because you're like, I'm wanting something sweet. I'm wanting an apple pie. And you're telling me to drink water. Yes. A lot of cravings are actually due to dehydration. And it's really like a craving in disguise. So before reaching out for a snack, go ahead and have a drink of water and wait a few extra minutes and see if that craving doesn't start to dissipate. The second thing that I would say is eat protein. Protein is one of the fastest ways to get a hold of a sugar craving. So when I say protein, think of things such as like a hard-boiled egg, Greek yogurt, nuts, cheese, leftover chicken, whatever you had for dinner last night. Think of that when you're starting to have a craving. Number 3, take a short walk. Even just 5 minutes of movement can help to lower your stress and help to reduce the intensity of a craving. And so you may be pleasantly surprised if you're thinking it's not going to work. Try it. And then number 4, I would say delay, don't deny. Instead of telling yourself, I can't have it, tell yourself, I'll decide in about 10 minutes whether I really want this. What you're going to find is that a lot of cravings start to pass naturally on their own without you necessarily having to fight them. And number 5, keep or replace a ritual that you have. If you normally have a ritual that after dinner you like to have something sweet, keep the ritual, but like change the behavior. So try something like herbal tea, and that really worked with me. Try something such as berries. That's another one that I really, really have loved. I keep blueberries around, and that really helps me when I'm having a craving just to have some blueberries with some walnuts. Or something else healthier, whatever it is, because your preferences may very well be different than mine. But the main point is that you're starting to change or incorporate or reset those habits that you've been accustomed to and replacing them with something that's more beneficial for your body overall. So my favorite tips for success, if you're serious about reducing sugar, and these strategies I found really, really help tremendously. Start with breakfast. A high sugar breakfast often leads to cravings all day. So start by aiming for protein and fiber first thing in the morning. The next thing I would say, carry protein everywhere you go, especially if you're really, really serious about wanting to cut out sugar. You're going to want to have some quick protein on you that you can access. Blood sugar crashes often trigger cravings, so make sure that you keep easy options available and accessible so that you don't get to a point that you just kind of have to go with what's available. And I promise you, what's available is going to be full of sugar. The next thing that is going to be the most helpful is removing temptation. So for the first couple of weeks, make success easy for yourself. If sugary foods aren't in the house, if they aren't available, you'll have to make fewer decisions when you're tired, when you're stressed, or when you're in the midst of a severe craving. And then I would say, know your why. Your brain will try to negotiate with you, right? It'll try to say, I deserve it. I'll start tomorrow. It's only one. It's not that much of a big deal. So be ready to know that these thoughts are going to arise and remind yourself of why you started and that you are planning to stick to this plan. And then, of course, expect a short adjustment period. You may feel irritable or crave snacks even more during the first several days after you are reducing your sugar or cutting out sugar. That's normal. It doesn't last forever. It will get better. You'll get over it and you will feel better. You'll feel so much better that it's going to be worth it. So in closing, I just want to let you know that breaking sugar addiction after 40 isn't really about having more discipline. It's more about understanding your hormones, your habits, your environment, and starting with like one small change this week, maybe eliminating sugary drinks, or maybe even trying a 14-day sugar reset with me if that's something that you are interested in. Small changes do really create powerful results. And the goal is always to create a lifetime of health and longevity. So if that is something that you found helpful, please let me know in the comments, what is the hardest sugar craving you've had to overcome? And how did you overcome it? Please leave us some tips down below. And if you like more nutrition and healthy aging tips for women over 40, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.